Shalom. I am Prophet Jonathan Bridges, and welcome to Building Bridges, where we not only desire to build people, but to build myself in the things of Yahweh, and to build bridges or connections to people, all over the world. Well, I'm not going to be doing a message today. We will return next week. However, I want to leave you with, as usual, a small nugget, something that you can put in your pocket, something you can just pop into your mouth, something that's still going to feed you. First, but before I get into that, I want to say shout out to New Antioch, its pastor and his members, for doing what they had was a food pantry. And what they were doing was they were giving out food to the community, and they invited me out as a helper. It really blessed my spirit. It really blessed my soul to come out there to help people who were in need. What they did was they gave away turkeys, apples, carrots. My goodness, it was so much stuff that they was giving out, and it was really blessing people. And what the pastor said, you got to say this on your demonstration, on your podcast. He said, don't say my name. I'm not going to say your name, but if you're watching this, shout out to you. He said, let the people know that you got to see your word actually being demonstrated. And what is that word that I've been sharing with y'all? Is the acronym of system. And what does a system stand for? A system stands for system saves you stress, time, energy, and money. And I got to witness that yesterday firsthand in action. And the pastor was like, you see, it's working. And they had a system set up where the people were coming in, they were taking orders. And as the people pulled up, we had two teams, A team and B team. I was on the B team. Come on here. And y'all know my last name is Bridges, so that was perfect. And what we did, it just flowed so smoothly. They holler out what the first car needed. The people ran. Everybody was assigned to a certain item. Everybody ran, brought those things. They hollered out for the second car, the same thing. So we got to see a system operating, and at the same time, things went so smooth that the people were blessed. And the people were able to take away something with a smile. And there was such a peace and tranquility. It was awesome. But what I want to share with you today is another nugget and thought that I really think that's going to bless you and that's going to help you. How many have heard the term or the phrase before, an elephant never forgets? What does this mean? This means when you hear this, that's an individual or someone who never forgets things. They can easily remember and recall things from the past with no problem. That's a positive thing, but that's also a negative thing if you're utilizing it incorrectly. What are you talking about, Prophet? Well, what I'm talking about is what's called the baby elephant syndrome. What is that? The baby elephant syndrome, let me explain it to you. The baby elephant syndrome it's a method of taking a baby elephant after it's born, tying a chain to its leg and tying that chain to a tree. In the first year of that baby's life, he struggles and he fights to break free of that chain, but he's never able to do it. So after a year or two, they keep the chain on him until he finally matures into an adult elephant. And he spends years fighting and not being able to break free. And as he becomes an adult, now he's at an age that he's strong enough that he can actually uproot a tree from the ground with no problem. They remove the chain, and then they just tie a thin rope around the elephant's leg, and tie that to a tree. Now, because the elephant has been conditioned to his previous circumstances, he no longer struggles. He no longer tries to pull away. He no longer tries to get free. Why am I sharing this with you? Because a lot of us, when we come into Yeshua HaMashiach, we forget that when he comes into our life, that the old things have gone away, and behold, that he's about to do a new thing for us. And what's that new thing for us is that he set us free. He set us free from all of our bondages and those things that has held us captive. So there's things in our lives that we still fight with, that he has delivered us from, yet we still stay stuck and stagnant in that spot, thinking that it's a chain on us. But when Yeshua showed up, he broke the chain. He set the captives free. So the question is that we got to ask ourselves, are we still that baby elephant? And the answer is no. I don't care if you're a babe in Christ. I don't care if you're a brand new member in your church. Remember, you are now in Yahweh. You are now your father's son. You are now your father's daughter. Come on here. You are no longer that baby, come on here, who's held bound. I want you to operate in that mentality of I am free. Come on here. I am no longer bound. Come on here. We are no longer conditioned and stuck in that place. And how do we stay in that position that we're no longer stuck? Just as the message has been teaching you, the series that we're in, continue to follow Yeshua, follow Yahweh, and let all things be done decently and in order. And I promise you, as time goes on, you're no longer going to be constrained and bound to your past. You're no longer going to be tied to what it used to be. Whoever it was, whatever it was, however it was, that's what it was. It's in the past. Let it go and let's press forward. Shalom.